we face more serious, complex threats to our national security now, all at the same time, than we have ever faced before.
Mr. Chairman, an absolute honor to have you here at the Reagan Library.
It's always wonderful to be back. It inspires me. Well, we're still the strongest nation on earth, and we still have the best military. Unfortunately, we've got a thing called sequestration, which has been very damaging, but that's another subject.
We've been very clear about that, at the 2013 sequestration. We are still recovering from that in 2015, and we certainly prioritized to make sure that our deployed forces were ready in every respect. We would never do anything less than that.
So the Secretary says, I used to worry about 3 things, now I worry about 4 contingencies plus 1 condition. So in that regard, without question, what the military is being asked to do, the demands on that organization have been going up.
We cut defense 21% from 2010 to 2014.
We have a president who came to the White House, the presidency, not to be Bush, not to be Bush. So it was all based on the premise that there would be a new kind of world leadership. And that, of course, has been an abject failure. And I kind of entertained when my liberal friends act like what has happened over there is like an earthquake or a typhoon, some kind of natural disaster that just happens because they're acts of God. Well, obviously that's not the case. This is the result of policies that failed.
In recent years, we've had a standard that moves to kind of fit the budget. I'll say we are really trying to focus in both the House and the Senate to make better use of the money we have.
You know, I think that we have to be clear about the nature of the ISIS threat. I think too much of our discussion treats ISIS as if it's a local problem in Iraq and Syria, as opposed to the new vanguard of a extremist Islamist terrorist organization that is operating like a proto-state in the region, but also has much more global aspirations.
There are lots of challenges, there are lots of issues. We have a lot of missions, from aviation security to border security to counterterrorism, cybersecurity, natural disasters. Having good leaders of our components always helps.
Now we begin.
It happened because the United States of America, under President Obama, decided that we would withdraw. Under the premise that if he stopped fighting in wars and America stopped fighting in wars, then wars would end. Obviously, that's not the case.
Well, I don't disagree, actually, that missteps were made by the Obama administration. I think, we missed an opportunity to try and arm, Syrian moderates sooner. I think the red line was a mistake. I disagree very strongly that somehow there was some series of steps that we could have taken that would have stopped this.
We need to remember that although we are increasingly energy self-sufficient, oil in particular is a globally traded commodity that has a huge impact on our economy. So major disruptions to the energy supplies from this region still will have a major impact on American prosperity.